Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri, wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected elders and beloved brothers and sisters in Indonesian Muslim community in Kagari, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Last week, we discussed verse number 83 in Surah Yusuf, whereby Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, in this case through Prophet Yaqub alaihi salam, said, "Fasabrun jamil," beautiful patient. So, what is this beautiful patient? So, inshallah, we will discuss again, these verses number 83 often, because it is a pivoting verse to the previous ayah and also to the coming ayah, to the previous verses and in the coming verses. So, beautiful patient is a patient that encompasses reliance upon Allah, tawakkul, and also contentment, ridho, content with. And this is in this ayah, in these verses, you can see in Allah's words, huwa alimul hakim. Alim, he knows. Allah knows. Whatever happened to us, Allah knows. And he's al-hakim, right? Meaning, not only does he know, but he also put this the best intention for us. It's up to us, of course, to take it up, but he gives us the opportunity for the best intention. So that's one thing. But it also, you can see in coming verses that we are going to cover today, that it doesn't negate the beautiful patient, doesn't negate sadness. Prophet Yaqub was very sad when Yusuf was, when the brother came back and then said that Yusuf was devoured by a wolf. He was sad to be separated with Yusuf. He was sad when he was separated with Benjamin. He was sad when he was separated by the eldest son, the wisest among the first 10 of his children. So it doesn't negate sadness. In fact, his eyes become white. Became white. Or there is whiteness in his eyes that he is not really blind according to the Mufassirun, but it's becoming there is some whiteness and he has some impaired, and his sight is impaired because of too much crying and sadness. So it doesn't negate sadness. The second thing that I would like to mention in this introduction is that you cannot achieve goodness by doing something that is not pleasing to Allah. So these Yusuf brothers, right? What did they want when they basically threw Yusuf into the well? What did they want? They wanted their father's love. Is it wrong to have their father's love? No, it's a good thing to want to have their father's love, right? But you cannot get their father's love by throwing Yusuf to the well, doing crime to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And in these verses that we are going to cover today, you will see that they did not only did they not achieve their objective, right? It's actually what they did actually increased the love of Prophet Yaqub to Prophet Yusuf. After around 40 years, if we try to calculate more or less like 40 years, Prophet Yaqub said, he still mentioned Yusuf's name, right? So you cannot achieve goodness by committing crime. That's one of the lessons that we can take. And you can see sometimes we say that, okay, let's do this little crime. It's for good reason. No, there is no Robin Hood concept in Islam. All right, let's start our lessons, inshallah, by reading these verses together. So as I said, we will cover verses number 83 until 87, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا فصبر جميل عسى الله أن يأتيني بهم جميعا إنه هو العليم الحكيم وتولى عنهم وقال يا أسف على يوسف وابيضت عيناه من الحزن فهو كظيم قالوا تالله تفتأ تذكر يوسف حتى تكون هرضا أو تكون من الهالكين قال إنما أشكو بثي وحزني إلى الله وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون يا بني يذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه ولا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون صدق الله العظيم. So for the purpose of our discussion today, we will use this translation. So the first verse, he, in this case, Prophet Yaqub, yeah, alayhi salam, he cried, "No, your soul must have tempted you to do something. Qala bal sawwalat lakum anfusukum." Yeah. So as we said last week, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam knew that this time they didn't lie. But he thought that they were, in this case, Yusuf brothers, they were lack of effort to save Benjamin. Yeah, your soul must have tempted you to do something evil. Yeah, and so he felt that lack of effort because they still have some envy toward Benjamin. Yeah, but in any case, I'm left with nothing but beautiful patience, sovereign Jamil. Yeah, so okay, this time. I cannot do anything except being patient and the beautiful patient. And this is where he explained, I trust Allah. As I said, the first one is Sabrun Jamil. The first thing is reliance on Allah. And reliance upon Allah. I trust Allah will return them all to me. Yeah. So he's very optimistic, right? That's Sabrun Jamil, right? And then surely he alone is all-knowing, all-wise. So as I said, right, all-knowing is a show of reliance upon Allah. He knows. I don't know what happened, but I know Allah knows what He's doing, and He is all-wise. And I know what He's doing is good. So this is Sabrun Jamil, the beautiful patient. Yeah, it encompasses reliance upon Allah, contentment, yeah. So reliance upon Allah, tawakkul, and then contentment, ridha, and then optimistic, yeah, optimistic, yeah. I trust they all will return to me, yeah. All right. And then, as we said last week, but this is very important for me to repeat now, is that this is, you can see here what tribulation make to the believer, right? So tribulation after tribulation, losing Yusuf, losing Benjamin, losing the elders, it just keeps strengthen his trust upon Allah. This is what tribulation make to the believer. But for the non-believer, more after more tribulation is just making less and less iman, less and less trust upon Allah. They just say, what's this? Why this happened to me? What kind of God is that? Yeah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among people who's like Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, insyaAllah. Next one, he turned away from them, lamenting, alas, poor Yusuf. Yeah. Ya asafa. Yeah. Ala Yusuf. Poor Yusuf. And his eyes turned white out of grief. He suppressed. So he suppressed his grief. But he's sad. Yeah. As I said, beautiful passion does not negate sadness. You can be sad. Yeah, it's normal. In fact, Prophet SAW during in the Sirah, it was known that he cried. Yeah, at least in 3 occasions. Yeah, where he cried so much until his beard wet. Yeah, first when he lost his son Ibrahim. Yeah, second when he visited his mother's grave. Yeah, and during the Badr, the battle of Badr, when he pray for the shuhada of Badr. Yeah, he cried. Yeah, but he also said that, like when in the case of when he lost Ibrahim, his son, Prophet ﷺ said that, indeed I felt sad that you left us, but I wouldn't say anything that would displease Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Yeah, all right. Next one, verse number 85. Yeah, so they said, so although he suppressed and then he turned away from them, they can hear what Prophet Yaqub said. They, as in the brothers of Yusuf, the 10 brothers. Now it became 9, yeah, because one of them did self-exile in Egypt, right? So they said, by Allah, tawahi, by Allah, you will not cease to remember Joseph until you lose your head or even your life. So as I said earlier, right? They did crime against Joseph. For what? To get their father's love. There's nothing wrong to get their father's love, but you cannot get their goodness, getting their father's love, by committing a crime. Yeah. So again, we take lesson from here. Yeah, you cannot achieve something goodness while committing a crime. Oh, this is small thing. Let's take this. Let's cheat a bit in your tax. Let's take this riba, and so on and so on. May Allah protect us. And then, because Prophet Yaqub heard that they could hear that, yeah, or realized that they could hear that, Prophet Yaqub said, "Qala innama," yeah, I only complain, yeah, innama, here you can, yeah, here you can say only complain, but not here, yeah, but okay, so innama is I only complain, ashku bathi, angis, yeah, or suffering here also, huzni, sadness, grief, ilallah, I only complain to Allah. So complaining to Allah is okay. For example, you complain during your dua that, oh Allah, I lost such important figure in my family, the father. Yeah, I complain to Allah about the loss of my job, that I couldn't. How can I, fulfill the need of my family? You complain about whatever. It's okay. What you cannot is to question Allah. Ya Allah, why this happened to me? Yeah, remember Prophet Yaqub, Huwa said, Huwa alimul hakim. He knows what he's doing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he is the wise. Right? So complaining is okay. To show the need, to show our need to Allah, it's okay. But questioning the will of Allah is not a good adab toward Allah. And finally, the last verse that we are going to cover today, inshallah, Prophet Yaqub said, "Oh my son, go and search diligently." Yeah, fatahassasu. Yeah, diligently. This word. Yeah, diligently. Me Yusuf wa ahi. Yeah, so because now there are 3. Yeah, Joseph, Benjamin, and the elders. And do not lose hope in the mercy of Allah, for no one loses hope in Allah's mercy except those with no faith. This is very important, brothers and sisters in Islam. no one loses hope in Allah except the unbelievers, except the kafirun. In one of the hadiths, Afwan, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is reported to have said that one of the that among the kabair, or he was explaining about the kabair, meaning the worst sin. First is shirk, yeah, the associating Allah with something else. That's we know shirk, yeah. La ilaha illallah is to protect us against shirk. That's the first. And in the same level, yeah, to the shirk is losing hope in the mercy of Allah. So, for example, when you say sometimes when someone say, "Oh, I've done so much sin in the past that Allah will not forgive me, so I might as well do this other sin." So this is not good. Yeah, this is worse. Don't lose your hope in the mercy of Allah. This is the lesson from the last verse that we covered today. Astaghfirullahaladzim, barakallahu li wa lakum, innahu huwa ghafurur rahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.